So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back once again to the greatest watch market update show. Today, we have a very, very nice watch market update, and we're also going to be talking about a couple of topics that we need to share with you guys. The first topic that I would love to share with you guys is that we have a lot of watch channel subscribers that have been telling us that they do not get our notification when we're going to go live. And that's something basically that I cannot control. I can't do nothing about that. I try for them to notify you, but if they don't notify you guys, there's not much that I can do. That's their platform, and they do as they please. Remember, we are a public service watch announcement channel. We're not asking you here to buy or to sell us your watches. And also, we're not doing no content to sell straps and sell watches from companies and all that good stuff. We don't do that either. So basically, the ones that do all that kind of stuff, they're gonna get first shot at everything. The algorithm helps them out. So since we are a public service watch announcement trying to drop always truth, you know, we uh we uh we get the short end of the stick. So, just to let you know, it's out of my control. I can't do nothing about if they notify you when I'm going to be going live. I try to do it, 45 minutes, I don't know, half an hour before I go live, but it seems like nobody's getting the notification of me going live. Also, I want to talk to you about another subject, and the other subject is it came to my attention, and I felt kind of bad. I have many subscribers who really believe, basically what I try to tell you guys out there what's happening, and what to do, what not to do. I try to give you what's going on, my knowledge. I try to drop all my knowledge to you guys. But sometimes people want to use my catchphrases when they leave comments elsewhere, and it has come to my attention, and I feel really bad, for this subscriber because I believe that he really enjoys my content, and he is a truthful subscriber. But he was telling me that he left a couple of comments, and somebody's I believe a channel, one of those Muppet Boiler Room secondary gray watch market channel, and he left a message, and before he knew it, he was, like when you're in school, when you're in school and your teacher puts you in timeout, or he was put in on a 24-hour timeout, and so let me do that part, let me do the one that has to, voice out, what I should voice out to, to help you guys out, and let them silence me, as you can see, you guys don't get my notifications when I'm going live, so that should tell you right there, what's happening. So, to this gentleman that got silence and was and put in timeout for a 24-hour period. Hey, man, I'm very, very sorry that that happened to you. So, like I said again, let me do the worrying of, me being the public service watch announcement that I am. I really mean that. You guys are great. I have real organic watch channel subscribers. I'm very happy. We're about to hit a milestone that, I never thought when this channel was, put up in the air of reaching the amount of subscribers that we're reaching. And we're about to make it to 8,000 organic watch channel subscribers. None of my subscribers have been purchased. They're not bots. None of my comments are bots. None of my likes are bots, and none of my views are bots. They're serious, So again, I'm very sorry for the people that are not receiving my notifications when I go live. And again, I feel bad for the person that was put in timeout, that he was not able to post any comments for whatever reason, for maybe saying that this is a public service watch announcement channel, or maybe the watch market is dead, all that kind of stuff, all the kind of silly stuff that I learned from my manager, sweet kid, Kino to me, Joaquin to you, but it is what it is. So just to let you know about that, so you guys won't, catch any hiccups along the way, I'm giving you, this is, esto es así, papi. This is like that, and if if you're not joining them in the situation, this is what these are the this is what you get. You're gonna get this. So I'm not gonna be walking in eggs and shells, but I'm trying to tell you, maybe you guys should tippy toe around the subject, so you guys won't. I mean, in my channel, you can put whatever you want. It's not, as long as you're not bullying anybody, bullying, or you're not using any foul language, or you're not being obnoxious or stupid or obsessive. You're gonna find people, they're very obsessive. That they're keyboard warriors, and they go bananas. They get obsessive, and those people, to me, I get afraid when they become obsessive. I don't want them around. So just to let you know again, okay, you know what's happening. I just want to take a moment to tell you all about that, right, guys? Anyway, guys, I want to talk to you about another subject, and the other subject is, we have a channel that basically is telling everybody that they're having a hard time moving watches. They're having a real hard time moving watches, and this channel is from the United Kingdom as well. And when people, you have to give them props, you give them props. And they're having a real hard time for what they the way the link that Kino sent me. I saw it, and it, they're having a hard time moving watches, specifically Rolex watches. And this company is called, the name of this company is CMC, CMC, car, mother, car, CMC. And you're not going to believe what they're doing, since the watch market is dead and they're desperate to generate business. What they're doing now is, if you buy a watch from these people out of the United Kingdom, they're like we call them like the Three Stooges. They have a gentleman there that always wears a hat. This one over here, which Sweet Kid Kino calls him Eddie Monster. From the Monsters. That program. They have Frankenstein. Dracula. And so on and so on. Eddie Monster's the little kid, and this kid reminds Sweet Kid Kino of Eddie Monster. So you're not going to believe what they're doing to generate business in their platform. If you buy from them now, they gave up on the raffle of a car, and if you buy so much watches, they'll give you so many tickets for a raffle of an exotic car. They gave up on that because it was a wishy-washy situation. But now what they're doing is, if you buy a watch from them, they're gonna give you. You're not gonna believe this. They're gonna give you, if you buy a watch, they will give you a Swatch watch. Chrono, one of those mission to Mars. One of those watches. And they're doing that. They're doing that because the situation in Tamala, Taholia, things are bad. Things are bad, and there's a lot of people that are still putting numbers out there to flim flam you, to fleece you, all these hoodwinks and hucksters. But why I'm here, and Joaquin to you, Kino to me, we're here, my manager. We're gonna keep on, because this is a public service watch announcement channel to people that got burned, to people that got taken, to people that got flim flammed. We're not gonna permit that. We don't want you guys to become tomato cans, crayon eaters, Palmolive dish lickers, crumb bums, none of the above. We want to watch out for you guys. We're not asking you for nothing. We're not. We're not asking you for nothing. If you do want to cooperate, you may do so, but we're not asking you for no memberships. We're not asking you for this, for that. And if you want to become a dealer, just follow our channel, and you'll learn how to become a dealer. I'll show you how to become a dealer for free. You don't have to pay no $1,500 to no huckster out there, no hoodwink out there. I'll give it to you for free. Because I'm stupid like that. Because I'm stupid just like that. So these people out of the United Kingdom are giving out free Swatch watches with a purchase of a watch. You know, it can be an AP, it can be a Richard Mille, it can be a Rolex, it can be a Patek, it can be a Vacheron, whatever it is, whatever the liking is, you get a free um, Mission to Mars, one of those watches. You know, they should be happy that I'm putting them in voice. You know. So you gentlemen out of CMC out of UK, you know, don't thank me because the one that's doing this is Joaquin to you, Kino to me. He's the one that's doing this. You know, he writes down what he wants me to say, and I repeat it, right, guys? Because again, you know, we're Sweet Kid Kino can be a kind man when he wants to. When he sees people that are having a, you know, they're struggling, but they're saying that things are bad. Hey, man, let's give them a hand. You know. So you know what's going on. This is how bad it is out there. They're giving out free Swatch watches with the purchase of a watch. All right. They're from the UK. All right. You know, they're like the Three Stooges. You know, they're Eddie Monster. You know, they're there. You know, they're unbelievable those guys. You know who I'm talking about, or you guys don't know who I'm talking about. Just give me a thumbs up if you know who I'm talking about. That's all. So anyway, guys, so we're gonna go into another subject, and this subject is about Richard Mille watches. As you know, I've been telling you guys for a while, you know, that Richard Mille watches are dead in water. And there's a gentleman, which with Sweet Kid Kino named him Harry Potter. You know, Harry Potter. I think he's like it's a movie. You know, a magical movie. Harry Potter. He calls him the English Harry Potter. He's also from the UK. You know, he's kind of a skinny man. You know, skinny man, and has a little bird nest mustache. Unbelievable. And this young kid has a special relationship. You know, you're not going to believe this. But this young kid, you have to give him credit, you know. He's a little flim flammer, you know. He's a little Hudson, a little, weasel. But you have to give him, give him credit where credit is due. And so this young kid has a special relationship. Listen and learn, ladies and gentlemen. Listen and learn. This Harry Potter, has a special, the English Harry Potter has a special relationship with the man from the other side, real far, from over there, the man that, which I call the Iron Sheik, tunic man, he wears that, tunic, with the little thing in his hat. So Harry Potter has a relationship with the Iron Sheik tunic man. And in one of their episodes, they were talking about Richard Mille. And I tell you that this man, where you have to give credit, you give credit. He has there, I'm telling you, for what I saw in the Richard Mille, just on the Richard Mille, he probably had like around, I don't know, $60 million. $60 million on Richard Mille watches. Unbelievable, but true. Unbelievable. So Harry Potter is going to go visit him, at his shop over there, and the United, what do you call that place? Emirates, over there, Dubai, you know. So Harry Potter goes over there, and they're talking about Richard Mille watches. And again, you're looking at the show going on, and ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to believe, as the English Harry Potter is doing the interview with the Iron Sheik tunic man. He takes out $60 million, and Richard Mille, he's saying that, before Richard Milles were being sold 3 times, if the watch costs $100,000, it was being sold for $300,000. So if you understand, the price was $1 million for the watch, it was sold for $3 million. But he says that ain't happening no more. And he has, I'm talking about a shitload of Richard Mille watches. I'm talking about a shitload of Richard Mille watches. And he's talking about a watch. I have told you guys always, you Richard Mille, fanatics. Not wrong. If you like Richard Mill, that's your cup of tea, man. Good for you. More power to you. No problem. I mean, no problem. But I have told you guys in many times that for some reason the round casing on Richard Mill watches are dead in water. I mean, I'm talking about Richard and all around. To me, Richard Mill watches are dead, but specifically this model, the round casing, Richard Mill. This he has a watch there of a Richard Mill, which has a round casing, and the retail price. Listen to this: the retail price is over $1 million, and he says it. He says that the round Richard Mill watches are dead in water. In his own language, in his own lingo. His own lingo. So he says that that watch is dead. And specifically this one, the round one. It costs over $1 million. And ladies and gentlemen, he says, and this watch is being discounted. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that somebody's giving a discount on $1 million Richard Mill? Unbelievable time machine, unbelievable time machine, and he's selling it now. It went down from $1 million to $300,000. Now, my question is to all of you: how does this Mashugana, how does this Mashugana get $1 million watch and is able to give us 70% off on a watch that's dead in water? You know, I mean, if you don't believe what I'm saying, go take a look see at his channel so you can see him talking to the English Harry Potter. With the bird nest little mustache. He's unbelievable, cute little kid. Believable. And so you can see what he's talking about. And every single Richard Mill watch that he's talking about is just dropping faster than Bill Clinton's pants in a Arkansas farmhouse. So to you Richard Mill fans, when you have the Iron Sheik tunic man telling you that things are not looking good for Richard Mill watches, because he's trying to unload them, dump them. He's trying to dump them already because it ain't happening, guys. Richard Mill watches are dead. So if you have a couple of coins saved up, listen, buy yourself something different. Don't. That's just my honest opinion. You do whatever you want, but the premium has collapsed on those watches. It has collapsed. So you Richard Mill fans, I'm telling you, the premium on Richard Mill watches has collapsed. Se jodió, papá. Ustedes hagan lo que ustedes quieren hacer con su chavo. We're here to tell you what's happening. And we don't want you to get burned no more. Remember, this is what we do. This is a public service watch announcement channel, and we tell you what's happening out there, what we believe is happening out there. Right now, they're still trying to, hype up prices, watch prices amongst dealer to dealer. They're trying to raise it up, but it's not moving up. Another thing I want to tell you is, to be honest, I believe that a Rolex Bruce Wayne watch with a Jubilee, a bracelet, it's a very nice watch. But when you start seeing watches like a Bruce Wayne, with the black and gray ceramic bezel and the black dial, they can't even push it at $16,000 and they put it up in an auction. It's telling you, ladies and gentlemen, that the situation is not good because I've been telling you guys for a couple of weeks already. There's a big kaboom coming to America. You know, it's gonna hit. It's just gonna blow up in front of your faces. And I'm gonna have to keep on telling you because you guys, you guys sometimes don't listen very well. So one time me telling you it's not a, I gotta keep on repeating to you guys so you guys won't give up. You won't give up on your children's tuition money. You won't give up on your 401k. You won't sell your grandmother's house that she left you behind. Because this is what these people are looking for. They're looking for spoof balls like that. For that description. So they're looking for crumb bums. So I got to keep on telling you. So when you see that kind of watch in an auction, when you see a Rolex GMT with a Jubilee bracelet, Pepsi, Pepsi stainless steel in an auction is telling you that people are not buying watches, so you got to be smart. And I'm telling you, this is going to get worse and worse, no matter the prices that you see out there. I mean, I still see prices just on regular, internet surfing, and they got prices out there that, man, anybody that sees those prices will fall for it, will fall for getting taken because they don't have another, output in how to see this, how to really see it. So there's still people obviously getting burned out there with these watches. They're getting burned, they're getting killed, and I mean kill, I don't mean literally getting killed money wise, money wise. And it's not a good thing, so be careful with your money, be smart, right? Because these people don't know what to do watches. You guys don't get to see what I see the whole day, chats, different chats on watches, that they are having trouble, to sell, and it's not a good thing. All right, guys, we're gonna go into the watch market update. That's what you guys are waiting for, so I'm gonna give it to you, right, guys? So stay smart. Don't give away your children's tuition money. All right, really stay smart. Our first watch is a Vacheron Constantin Overseas 41 millimeter. This is the 7920, the new reference number. This watch is 7920V slash 210, rose gold, unbelievable time machine. The retail price of this watch is $75,500. And this is a beautiful, beautiful watch. It just came out, And this watch, for some reason, is just dropping. It has a beautiful green dial, beautiful looking green dial. And I'm gonna have to tell you the truth. You do whatever you want with your money. You do whatever you want. It's not, to be honest, it's not our problem, what you do with your money. And you spend it as you please, You spend it. You're gonna pick and choose who you want to give your money to, and that's fine with me, to be honest. But I'm gonna tell you, don't pay for that watch more than $67,000 and dropping. You do whatever you want, all right, guys? But be smart. Don't, be smart. Save it for your children's or your grandchildren, Save it for them, Our next watch is a Patek Philippe Complications, platinum with a Tiffany stamp. Tiffany stamp, unbelievable. Leather strap. It has a 40.5 millimeter casing. This is the 5960, crime, unbelievable. Retail price is $98,900. Platinum, complications, complications. And ladies and gentlemen, you guys do whatever you want. But as you can see, even the Tiffany, even the Tiffany stamp is, can't even help them out, Tiffany stamp can't even help them out. And I'm going to have to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. But don't pay for that beautiful Patek Philippe Complications, platinum, Tiffany stamp, leather strap, 40.5 millimeter casing, reference number 5960, retail price $98,900. Don't pay more than $55,000 in dropping. You do as you want. You do whatever you want with your money, ladies and gentlemen. This watch puts a smile on my face because I get to be silly, and I like to be silly at times. I love to be silly. We're talking about a watch that was released last year, and I was making fun on that watch because it was unbelievable. And there were people out there, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you a short story. There were people out there, kids, young kids, 19, 20, 21 years old, that were going bananas, buying this watch. The retail price of this watch, ladies and gentlemen, is unbelievable. The retail price of this watch is $5,775,000, and this watch went all the way up. All the way up. I'm not going to give you all the way up tough. I'm going to do it nicely. All the way up. It went all the way up to somewhere to $28,000. Unbelievable. And the masses were going nuts. And they were young, college students that they wanted to get on this. I'm gonna make money quick, like making money on, on selling ice to an Eskimo, that kind of stuff, And so, like I said again, 57.75 is the retail price of this Miss Piggy. It's a chrono, it has a pink dial, it's a 41 millimeter, it has a Jubilee bracelet. It's unbelievable. And kids wanted to get on this, and they started paying for the watch 13,000, 14,000, because they saw the watch go all the way up. But remember, when you see the watch going all the way up, it's dealer to dealer hyping up the prices, to get you taken, hyping it up, And people were going nuts with that Miss Piggy, ladies and gentlemen. It's a sad story, but somebody has to say it, right? So it's going to be me and Joaquin to you, Kino to me. We're going to tell you the story. And people were going out there and, telling mom and dad, Mom, I'm going to pay my tuition with this watch, it's unbelievable. So the watch went all the way up there, and kids started buying watches for 14, 15, 16. I even had a young man, probably in his mid-20s, telling me that he bought a watch for $18,000. He got on the last, bus stop, he got on the last bus stop, and he bought it for 18 beans, the watch. And he called me up that what happened. And I said, well, I think the watch market, they flim-flammed, with the hype, between dealer to dealer, hyping up the watch, like I've shown you guys already on my lesson number 3, on how to become a watch dealer. You saw that, right? On how the watches get hyped up, the Rolex GMT Jubilee bracelet Pepsi, from factory to the AD to the back pack flipper, But anyway, so I told him that honestly, I don't think you're ever gonna be able to sell that watch. Not making it like the amount you thought you were gonna make, 20 something $1,000, but you're not gonna be able to sell it for $18,000. And he was a sourpuss, he got really sour, to hear that. And I said, I mean, this, you're asking me a question, you're calling me, you're taking out time out of my life, so I'm gonna give you my reply. So make it short, short, I mean, I didn't want to show him my logo, I didn't want to show him my logo, but I told him that, and so the kid was kind of discouraged, And but I'm gonna tell you, this watch, Miss Piggy, you're not gonna believe this. $57.75 is the retail price, and I'm gonna give you the reference number just in case you want to look it up. It's the 79360 N as in Nancy. All right, 41 millimeter. Ladies and gentlemen, you do whatever you want, but don't pay for that watch more than $6,700 and dropping. Right? That is the Miss Piggy. For you guys, they're still fanatics of the Miss Piggy. Unbelievable. There's people out there that don't know what to do with that watch because they got caught. They got caught. And as you can see, I have this watch that they're offering it to me, and it's someone that say, hey man, this is remember, when this watch was first released in watches and wonders, people thought that this was a limited edition watch, and it's not. It's mass production watch, and people got burned. You understand me? I mean, I don't know if you guys understand me or not, but they didn't tell them that this is not a limited watch. They thought, they assumed, something with a Miami, flamingo color dial. This has to be unbelievable in it. And people got burned. So you know what you should pay, and you do whatever you want. Again, I'm going to repeat to you, I don't give a hood what you do with your money. I don't give a hood, to be honest. I don't give a hood. Our next watch is a Rolex Titanium. Black dial, black ceramic bezel, 42 millimeter casing. Unbelievable. Reference number 226627. This is a Yacht Master, to you Yacht Masters fanatics out there, And if you're seeing numbers out there of 26, 27, 25, 24, 23, listen, nobody's buying watches. All these watches are going into auctions. People cannot hold on to watches. They got to move them. It's like me. I can't order 5 containers, 5 cans of stone, and I can't have them sitting in my yard, sitting there. I got to push this. I got to move this. I got to, regardless, I got to move it. Even though if I pay If I pay for a freight, freight services, mortgage, whatever it is, the mortgage, whatever it is, I gotta pay for. I gotta sell. I gotta sell those cans of stone. And it's the same with the watch business. Most of these dealers you're dealing with, that you're looking at, that you like, that you admire, all those watches are in consignment. Somehow they're in consignment, right? Somehow they're in consignment. Even your favorite channel, that gentleman, Deputy Boxing Black Eyes, come on, come on, guys, come on, you know. So be careful, be careful out there. Be careful with these people. They're gonna keep on flim flamming you and fleecing you. Going back to that Rolex Titanium Black Dial, Black ceramic 42 millimeter. This watch has a retail price of $14,800. $14,800. You do whatever you want. You do whatever you want with your money. Whatever you want. Eso no es problema. Lo que ustedes hagan con su dinero, eso no es problema mío, papá. Ustedes si quieren seguir siendo lambones. Ustedes quieren seguir siendo lambones. Eso es su problema. But that watch, it still has meat left on the bone with the price I'm going to tell you. It still has meat left on the bone. We're talking about the Rolex Yacht Master Titanium. Okay? It's light like a feather. 14.8 is the retail price. And I'm going to tell you, don't pay more. You do whatever you want, but don't pay more than $21,000 in dropping. You do whatever you want. All right, guys? Our next watch, it's an unbelievable watch. It's a Richard Mille, the RM016 Rose Gold, 40 millimeter. This watch was produced from 2008 to 2015. Unbelievable. It's a automatic. It's brand new. It's a brand new watch. Unbelievable. Rose Gold. It's this watch. This is the starter's kit. This is a starter's kit for Richard Mille. And I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this watch was all the way up to $200,000. And I'm going to have to tell you, and it's discontinued, collector's choice, collector's dream, collector's grade, the discontinued word you like to hear. Don't pay for that watch. And I mean, don't pay for that watch more than $66,000 in dropping. All right, guys? Be careful out there with your children's tuition money. I don't care what you do with your money. You can continue getting SAF. It's not my problem. This is a public service watch announcement channel, and we're here to tell you what's happening. You do whatever you want. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk to you about another watch that you guys love, and you guys go bananas with it, and you just really like this watch. This is the Rolex stainless steel with an oyster bracelet, 42 millimeter Sky Dweller with a mint green dial. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable looking time machine. This is not the Jubilee bracelet. This is the oyster bracelet, okay? And this watch, when it came out a few years ago, it went all the way up there to $40,000. And there was a big long line of window lickers, lollipop suckers, crayon eaters, tomato cans, crumb bums, Palmolive dish lickers, ready to give away the $45,000 for that beautiful Rolex Sky Dweller oyster bracelet, mint green dial, 42 millimeter Sky Dweller. And ladies and gentlemen, you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. I should ask you, how much you think I'm going to say that I'm going to tell you guys not to pay? Somebody just posted about a good price there, but it's not that one, but it was pretty good. I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, don't pay for that Rolex Sky Dweller, stainless steel, 42 millimeter, mint green dial. Just in case you need the reference number, it's 336-934. Retail price is $16,150. Retail price is $16,150. And I'm going to tell you, you do whatever you want, but don't pay for that beautiful Rolex Sky Dweller mint green dial. Don't pay more than $20,500. All right, guys? You do whatever you want. You do whatever you want. Hey, listen, it's not a problem. If you want to keep on maintaining these people's lifestyle, you know, their red gold fast car, you know, their ripped jeans, their Louis Vuitton Nike sneakers, their Montclair sweaters, you know, their Supreme hoodies, you know, their $17,000 steak dinner, you know, with the guy with the white t-shirt, the sunglasses, the paddock, you know, and he puts a bone in your mouth and he pulls it out, you know, like the Flintstones. That's up to you, ladies and gentlemen. You do whatever you want. You do whatever you want. Listen to me. You're never going to find a channel out there like this channel. You're never. You know, once I'm gone out of the air, that's it. You saw the last of the Mohicans. And that's me. That's me. And Sweet Kid Kino, which he's not here today. He went to go see a tennis match somewhere. Sweet Kid Kino's unbelievable. He's a sports junkie. He loves sports, you know. But anyway, I'm here alone, you know. And so, ladies and gentlemen, you know what to do, okay? You guys know what to do. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another uh, Rolex, which is a Rolex Rose Gold Sky Dweller. You know, this is a Rolex Rose Gold Sky Dweller. Ladies and gentlemen, 26 months ago in the show, this watch was trading for $85,000. You know, in the trade show, it was, you know, being sold for $85,000. And it has a beautiful, you know, it has a beautiful sun dust, you know, dial. And reference number of this watch is a 326935. Has a retail price of $50,900. And I'm telling you, this watch, you know what I'm telling you when I'm talking here to you guys, this is all square business. This is no BS. I know that a lot of you out there like to hear BS, you know, and you guys fall asleep with the BS. You believe all the, you know, the bullshit they tell you out there, and that's fine because society has taught you to believe that, you know. People believe more a lie than a truth. You understand me? People believe more a lie than a truth. If I'm dropping here the truth, people don't want to hear this. You know, I'm one of the bad guys for saying the truth. Instead of being one of the good guys for saying the truth, I'm one of the bad guys. But that's fine. I like that. I welcome that, you know. My dad always told me, you know, bad publicity is good publicity, you know. So it is what it is. You know, you do whatever you want, you know, with your life, the way you want to live it. You know, no problem with me. But anyway, this Rolex Sky Dweller 42 millimeter, 326935, sun dust dial. Retail price was 50,000, is $50,900, over $85,000. Ladies and gentlemen, this is unbelievable, but don't pay more than $35,000 in dropping, right, guys? And dropping is dropping faster than Billy Boy's pants in an Arkansas farmhouse. I'm just telling you what's going on. I'm just telling you, I don't have a chance to read all your comments that you put out there, but I want you guys to know when I finish, the live stream, I look at all your comments. I laugh. I say, wow, this guy was on point, and so on and so on. I'm not ignoring none of your comments. Pretty soon I'm going to be doing things in a different way that Kino's showing me, so I can be able to, answer all your questions and talk to you at the same time and show you pictures. That's going to be happening soon, very, very soon. It's going to be happening. So please bear with us. We're trying to get the right, the right things that we need, the right equipment to give you a better, better public service watch announcement channel. Okay. So I already told you what you should pay for that Rolex Sky Dweller with a sun dust rose gold. All right. Our next watch is another Richard Mille RM1102 titanium. This watch at one moment, ladies and gentlemen, was over. It's like that guy, like the guy, the Iron Sheik, Tunic Man, that he doesn't know. He's trying to dump all those Richard Milles on lollipop suckers and window lickers and crayon eaters and tomato cans. He's telling you, he's telling you, man, somebody buy me these Richard Milles because these things are just dropping faster than Billy Boy's pants in an Arkansas farmhouse. Listen, when you're calling someone from the UK, that Harry Potter, the English Harry Potter, to go visit you to try to move those watches, things are bad, la situación está jodida. All right, guys, so this Richard Mille RM1102 titanium is a 2018. And this watch was at one moment over $450,000. Over $450,000. And ladies and gentlemen, I gotta tell you, if you do have this watch, and start making some arrangements because this thing is just dropping and dropping. It's like it's like crypto. It's like those meme coins. Meme coins. Unbelievable. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we have a shit storm coming to America. Ustedes no tienen idea. You guys don't have an idea. There is no money out there, ladies and gentlemen. There is no money. There is no money. I'm not even going to tell you what kind of money it is. Plata, chelo, chavo, cuartos, you know, pata. There's no money out there. Secure your money. Secure. One day, well, I say one day, but I have many people already writing to me, thanking me that I didn't buy this watch. I could have lost 50,000. I could have lost 25,000. I could have lost 10,000. I have many of those. But some of you right now, you will one day tell me, hey man, thank you for insisting that the watch market was dead. You were right. You are going to tell me one day. And I'm telling you, this shit storm is coming your way. There's no hiding. There's no hiding. Anyway, so the Richard Mille Titanium, I'm going to tell you, it was over $450,000. And I'm going to tell you, don't pay for that Richard Mille Titanium RM1102. Don't pay more. I mean, you do whatever you want. And if you are looking for this watch, just use my video and show it to them. They know who I am. They know me real well. They know this SOB real well. Don't pay for that watch more than $154,000. All right, guys? You do whatever you want. Our next watch is another favorite of yours. I have had subscribers that have called me up and told me, but how can you say that watch, costs 28, 29, I'm telling them the price and they're still arguing with me, and I say, oh my God, these people, they just really are, have been mesmerized by these people, they have been, like MK Ultra, they don't want to see nothing else, We're going to be talking about this watch, the one that I call the MK Ultra watch by AP Royal Oak, stainless steel, the 15500 with a gray dial, a Sinker gray dial. Sinker gray dial, unbelievable, And this watch at one moment, it was up there at $60,000, $70,000, $80,000. Then it went down to $50,000. Then it went down to $40,000. And this is a beautiful looking time machine, the AP Royal Oak stainless steel 15500 with a gray dial. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Or rhodium. We'll call it rhodium dial for you fanatics. Rhodium dial, I call it the sinker. The sinker. When you go fishing, the sinker, that color, the sinker, the weight, This watch is a 41 millimeter. This watch has a retail price of $27,800. That's right, $27,800. Ladies and gentlemen, the watch market is dead. The watch market is dead. And I'm going to tell you, you do whatever you want for this beautiful, MK Ultra watch that you guys are banana heads for. Won't pay for that watch more than $30,000. You do whatever you want. You do whatever you want. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore. Stainless steel, 42 millimeter. They call this watch the Batman, the Batman of AP. The offshore, not the Royal Oak. This is the Royal Oak Offshore. Those bigger watches, from AP. I have a Safari from that, that kind of model, that kind of style watch, And this watch, ladies and gentlemen, they call it the Batman. The reference number of that watch is the 26470. This watch has a retail price, for you Batman fanatics. And it does. It has the same colors of the Cape Crusader, Cape Crusader. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, but true, ladies and gentlemen. And let me tell you, this watch is very, very, very beautiful looking watch. It is. It has a retail price of $37,100. $37,100. And I'm gonna have to tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. You do whatever you want with your money. I don't care. I don't give a hoot what you do with your money. I'm just giving you information. That's what I'm giving you. And I'm gonna tell you, don't pay for that watch more than $19,500. All right, guys? You do whatever you want. But the watch market is up and running. It's a good time. If you are planning to buy a watch, if you are, you know, I wouldn't buy it in these months. Let this fever of watches and wonders pass by. Let it blow by. It's about to blow by, but let it blow by. If you are going to be looking at watches, buy watches at the end of June, the beginning of July. That's just my opinion. I'm not telling you what to do. As a matter of fact, don't buy no watches. But if you are, wait, because they're going to drop more and more and more, because summertime is when the watch, when the Muppet Boiler Room secondary gray watch market dealers have the worst time of the year. And things are bad as it is. So if you want to get these prices a little bit more economic, then wait to that, okay? Wait to that day. Don't pay more than 19,000, whatever I told you. We have another watch here. We had a basketball player that came to play basketball from another city. I believe it was the Cavaliers from Cleveland, And we had this gentleman that he came and he was going to bring his talents to South Beach. Unbelievable, and he did. He brought his talents to South Beach and so on and so on. And they call this watch, in reality, they call it the Volcano. It's called the Volcano. It's another AP Royal Oak offshore stainless steel with a 42 millimeter. It has a reference number 26170 steel. And this watch has a retail price of $28,000. And anybody that was in Miami at that moment when he came down to South Beach, we're talking about the James LeBron, that basketball player, James LeBron. Unbelievable, that James LeBron. It's unbelievable. He's a little older already. He's like around 60 years old. He's still breaking records in the NBA. He just won't quit, unbelievable. And he's still fighting to say that he's better than the other guy, than JM, But Sweet Kid Kino has told me always that JM is better than him. And I must agree with Kino on that one, I mean, I'm not no fan of no athlete, but, Sweet Kid Kino says that, and I do agree with him. I think JM is better, than that James LeBron. But that's just my opinion. You do whatever you want. Ladies and gentlemen, so this AP Royal Oak offshore stainless steel 42 millimeter, the Volcano, leather strap, and it has little orange stitching, little orange stitching on it. It's unbelievable looking time machine, unbelievable. And it has an orange dial. People in Miami went nuts for that watch. They went nuts for that James LeBron. Everybody, there was somebody in Miami in the floor seats, in the 100 section, they wanted this watch, for some reason they wanted it, and unbelievable. And, we even won a championship with that James LeBron, and it's an unbelievable looking time machine, but it's unbelievable the way the prices have gone down, it's sickening. You couldn't touch this watch back then, for that retail price. You couldn't touch it. It was unbelievable. And again, the retail price is $28,000. And I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is a full set. If they don't give it to you full set, you don't want it. But don't pay for that James LeBron Volcano AP Royal Oak offshore. Don't pay for it more than $13,900 and dropping. You do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Our next watch and our final watch, of the day, unbelievable. We're going to be talking about, a Rolex stainless steel, Yachtmaster 40 millimeter. Unbelievable. But it has a beautiful blue dial. Blue dial is it. But not even this blue dial can hold on to the hype, prices on this watch. It can't even hold on to it, This watch has a retail price of $12,400. Reference number is the 126. Wow, Mr. Donut. Wow, what he said. 126622. Unbelievable time machine. And retail price is $12,400. And I'm telling you, people were going nuts. Anything that was blue in the Corona era, the Corona beer era, the Corona beer. If you're hearing me out there, whoever's watching my channel, Corona beer. That's what I said, Corona beer. Everything that was blue went crazy. You had a AP Royal Oak and it had a blue dial. The retail price, an example, was $27,000. It was worth $80,000. You had a Patek Philippe with a blue dial, and it cost you $34,000 a retail price. The watch cost $175,000. So everything that was blue was monster. You had a 4500 V Vacheron Constantin overseas, and it had a blue dial, and the watch cost, I don't know, $25,000 retail. The watch cost $45,000. Anything was blue. Anything that was blue. So Rolex joined that too. They had the blue, this beautiful blue from this Yachtmaster. And ladies and gentlemen, it went all the way up. It went all the way up to, $25,000, $30,000, in that Corona era, the Corona era. And I'm going to tell you today, ladies and gentlemen, you do whatever you want, but you want a full set. You want a full kit. You want it with all the bells and whistles, Don't settle for, nothing less than that, Unbelievable. But I'm going to tell you, don't pay for that Rolex stainless steel Yachtmaster with a blue dial. Don't pay more. You do whatever you want. I don't care what you do with your money. I don't give a hood. But don't pay more than $11,000. Right, guys? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I really hope you enjoy this watch market update show and you learn something. You learn something. You learn what's happening out there with Richard Mille. You learn what's happening out there with that other company over there from the UK, giving out Mission to Mars Swatch watches. I hope you learned something from that. I hope you learned something about Richard Mille with the English Harry Potter visiting the Iron Sheik Tunic Man, with Richard Mille's trying to dump those Richard Mille. They're dead in water, and you learn something from the watch market up there. Use it to your advantage, so you won't get fleeced, you won't get flim-flammed, by these hucksters and hoodwinks. You guys cannot continue. Guys, you guys cannot continue being crumb bums in this. Even if you want to continue being crumb bums, you're not going to be able to continue being a crumb bum, because la situación, the situation is frogged up. Frog, like a frog, is frog up there. There's no money. So even if you are addicted to being a window licker, you're not going to be able to do it, because this is not going to permit you. Money will not permit you to be that no more. All right, guys? So be smart. Take care of your family. Take care of your family first. Watch over your roof. Make sure your health insurance is online. Make sure. All right, guys? Anyway, guys, we also have a watch group in our page in Facebook. My name is Juan Nieves. My name is Juan Nieves, so look into that and go about, and you'll find there Opus and Time watches. Request to join the channel. Maybe you'll get it, maybe you won't. Lately, Kino has been denying a lot of people. I don't know why, but that's been happening. He doesn't want them in the channel, and that's it. But that's what it is. Anyway, guys, don't forget to subscribe. I should have said this from the beginning of the video, but Sweet Kid Kino told me, you're doing it backwards. You say it at the beginning, now at the end. People don't stick around. But I'm stupid like that, So I'm going to tell you, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, to our organic watch channel with real subscribers, real subscribers. Don't forget. And, I'm just telling you, don't forget. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and watch our video always. Ladies and gentlemen, like me and Sweet Kid Kino say every week, take care and brush your hair. Peace, gentlemen.